What's up, guys? Welcome back to Project Time Garage. Our little cheap Project Pathfinder here, well, it overheated. If you don't know about the Project Pathfinder, go check it out. I'm going to stick a link up top above my head somewhere to the whole series. Anyway, the good people over at Ancel were cool enough to send over this S200 Smoke Machine. Now, if you've never used a smoke machine before, this might be an informative video, so stick around. Now, this isn't my only smoke machine, for sure, but it's way better than the rest of the smoke machines that I've got and that I've used. Really, there are three things that I really appreciate about it. Number one is its size. I mean, this is really portable. If you had a big enough wallet, you probably couldn't put it in your wallet. But anyway, it's a pretty small machine for what it does. Also, it doesn't require an air compressor, and that's really the big downfall of most of the smoke machines that you see out there today. You have to hook up an air compressor in order to make the air. This one generates its own air. And really, the third thing is the smoke. How quick it makes the smoke. I mean, really, by the time you flip the thing on in, I don't know, 10-12 seconds, it's making smoke. So let's get into this thing and let me show you all the stuff it comes with. So the kit comes with pretty much everything you need in order to successfully diagnose your vehicle. We have the actual smoke machine itself. It also comes with a little hook here, a little hook to, well, whatever. The power connector, which is basically just a couple battery clamps and a barrel style connector. We have a set of adapters that you can, plug various size holes with. We have the hose that screws into the machine, which also fits into said cone adapters. Now, these adapter cones, what they're used for is different size holes, to be able to actually get the hose sealed up around them. For example, this tube, I could put smoke in there. Wonder if your coolant reservoir has a leak? There's an adapter that'll fit that. Want to smoke your radiator? Which is what we're about to do. Adapter. If you wanted to smoke test bigger stuff, like let's say the inlet of a radiator, let's say you were wondering if your radiator was leaking or not, you could cap off each end, plug one of these adapters in it, give it a test. We have a valve core tool for removing evap valve cores. There's an evap test port connector or adapter. Tiny funnel used to refill the machine. This is actually a pretty handy tool here. This is a bladder that you can basically put in like a tailpipe or an exhaust or a gas tank or whatever, and you can pump it up and it'll seal around it, and then you plug your smoke into this port and it will come out there. Well, that would be handy for, let's say, evap testing. Stick it in the fuel neck here, pump it up, and now you can put smoke in there. When you're done, let the air out, and we're back to that again. Also, there's a replacement for this intake bladder should yours develop a hole. It does not come with mineral oil, which that's to be expected, or baby oil works. That's what produces the smoke. So in this case, I've just bought some mineral oil from Amazon. I'll go ahead also, and I'll put a link down in the description to this. If you find yourself buying one of these, this is pretty handy. But if your wife's got some baby oil on the shelf, use that too. Works the same, smells a lot better. All right, what is a smoke machine? Well, a smoke machine is pretty much what the name says. It's a machine that makes smoke. Well, why is it important? In this particular case, we have a coolant leak somewhere on this vehicle. Now, we know it's in the back somewhere, we just don't exactly know where in the back, because steam comes flying up here, and as soon as you turn the truck off, the steam stops. Also, I got a lot of steam in the interior coming up through the shifter boot. So whatever it is toward the back of the engine, and try as I might, I can't actually see it. So we're going to see if we can use the smoke machine to smoke it out. See what I did there? Pretty simple deal, really. We'll hook up the power cord. Convenient battery clamps. Red to positive, black to negative. And the machine is armed. This is the hose that it comes with. Screw this in. And we have this in. Now the machine has two settings. I can turn on just a fan, and all that does is just basically push air out the tip. And if I hold my finger over it, you can see the pressure building. And as I release air, you know, you can see the pressure going away. So if you're looking for something to hold pressure, that's what that gauge is for. But I can turn it to smoke, which is the other section, and it turns on the fan and a heating element inside that heats up the mineral oil and makes smoke. And you should see smoke start coming out pretty quick here. Here it comes already. Starting to see some. Now the idea here is anything we put this into that has a leak, the smoke will escape. So we're going to take one of these cones here, and we're just going to take the radiator cap off, shove the cone in there, take the smoky end, plug it in there, and we're just going to wait. And at some point we should start seeing smoke come up somewhere on the engine. Smoke. Smoke's coming from the back there. Even though the wind's blowing it pretty hard, we can look back here and we can start to see what's going on. And in this case, it appears to be this coolant hose right here. On the very bottom of it, I see two places where coolant is streaming out of it. Or where air's streaming out in this case. Where smoke is streaming out of it. So there's my leak. Pretty easy. Those are short hoses, but they're kind of tough to get to. So that's how we find leaks with a smoke detector. Way easier than starting the engine and leaning over a hot engine and looking for all the junk. Plug it in, turn it on, smoke happens, leaks happen. Ta-da. Now, if you think this would make a good addition to your toolbox, I'm going to leave an Amazon link down below where you can buy one of these. I'll also leave an Amazon link to the mineral oil that you put in this thing to generate the smoke. Just pause the video, don't stop it. Holy cow, don't stop it. You want to finish watching it all the way through. Pause the video, scroll down there under the video description where all the words and hieroglyphics and things are. You'll see a link to this thing. Also, I'm going to put a product discount code down there as well. So if you go ahead and go out there and jump on this thing pretty soon, you'll get a discount. Can't beat that. Now, normally we don't use smoke machines to test coolant systems, but in this case, you know, it produced the leak. Usually what we'll use them for is finding leaks in vacuum systems. And, you know, like vacuum hose leaks or whatever, evaporative emissions tests or evap system leaks, a lot of that there too. As a matter of fact, I guess it'll find a leak in about anything. I guess you could put it in a cardboard box and it'll tell you where the leak is. See, told you. So pretty simple machine, but a pretty effective machine. So yeah, anyway, it found our leak. Now all I got to do is fix it when I have time. So yeah, guys, I appreciate you watching this video. Again, thanks to Ancel for sending this thing out to us. They've been a good supporter of this channel, sent us quite a few things to test, and this is just the latest in a line of things. So anyway, appreciate you watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tell all your friends about us. Guys, I'll see you next time.